All right, we go. Welcome, everybody. Good morning. I'm Ron. It's good to get started this morning. This is core without the floor. We're going to start out by just bringing the arms up on the side, nice and slow. Bring them up. Not very high and back down again. So today we're going to do all seated, working a lot on just lower abs, some rotation as well. So we'll get all the different core muscles and back down. Start taking deeper breaths as you go. Nice and deep in and exhale, bringing the arms down. I love core work. I absolutely love core work. It's so important. It is absolutely important. It is such, it's what happens before you move. Before any movement happens, that core's got to tighten up so you don't just fall over. And maybe a little higher with the arms. Exhale, bringing it back down. We're going to find neutral. You didn't know we lost it. We're looking all over for it. Shoulder blades underneath the ears. Start out with this, shoulders all the way back, stretching out the chest, stretching out the front of the shoulders. And just relax. They should drop right underneath the ears, not forward, not hyperextended back. You want them right in the middle. Palms are facing in. If the palms are facing behind you, then you're probably rolling the shoulders forward. You want to bring it back. That palms in instead of palms back is one of the first things we look for whenever we do an assessment on a new client. So that gives us an idea of how their posture is. Next thing we're going to do is just make sure that we've got shoulders, hips in alignment at the same time. Bring one arm up at a time. So I just found this one and back down. It takes more work to lift just one arm than two at a time. Who knew? Up on the other side. Wait, I did. Oh, yeah. Oh, I knew all along. I had no idea. This is just something I learned. It works the core a little bit more because you've got the weight on one side and not the other. Totally makes sense. And back down. Remember, as you're bringing that arm up, if you can, bring it up next to the ear. If you can't get your arm up that high, that's fine. Bring it wherever it is. But we're going to go into a side bend here in just a minute, and then you have to make sure that that ear and shoulder line up no matter where the arm is. Because you want that spine in neutral all the way up and down. And down. So all you're doing is bending the vertebrae off to the side, stretching them out. Arm up over the top. Ear on the inside of the upper arm in alignment with the shoulder on the other side. Keep the head up on the inside of the arm so you don't crimp the neck. Reach the shoulder up. Feel the stretch coming all the way up the torso, right there through the rib cage. Deep breath, a little more stretch through the ribs. Bring it down. Go to the other side. Same thing. Up and over. Again, deep breath in. Head up. Ear, shoulder in alignment. Not down on top of it, but in alignment with the hips. Deep breath in. Exhale as you bring it down. One more time each side. Up and over. Reach it. And back down, stretching out the side of the torso. As we do this, getting range of motion through the shoulder at the same time. Stretching out the spine. And to make you more comfortable when you do the exercises. That's why. All right, hip tucks, hip tucks. Out to the edge of the chair, if you can. We're going to take the glutes, squeeze them. That's what this is, squeezing the glutes. Tight. And relax. That's it. Exhale as you tighten up the glutes. What you want to feel is that little bit of movement forward through the pelvis. Couple more. As you do this with that exhale, squeeze the core muscles. Don't suck the belly in. What you want to do is take those muscles all the way around the torso and the stomach and tighten them up like you're bracing for a punch. And exhaling as you do it. And back in again. This time we're going to get the lower abs involved too. So as you're doing this, squeezing the glutes, think about those lower abs. Belly button down to the pelvis. Tightening up as well. You're going to feel that more up into the lungs. You got to squeeze just a little bit harder to get there. Down through these ab muscles in the front. Take your time. Make sure you're still breathing out for a while. That time under tension is where the strength comes from. and back. Hands on the shoulders. Hands on the shoulders. We're going to worry about just the belly button to the rib cage now. So again, inhale through the nose. Through pursed lips, gently breathe out. Letting the shoulders roll forward or the chest roll forward, but not down, not way out here in a hip hinge. It is just everything else stays in alignment from the middle of the back down, and all that happens is the shoulders kind of roll out. Again, you should feel that up in the lungs at the same time. You're getting lots of air in and out of the lungs. You're really causing those muscles between the ribs to work. That's really important. That is one of the things we lose, is the ability to exhale, which means if we can't get all the air out of the lungs, all the used air up out of the lungs, then we can't get fresh air in, which means that's the less oxygen we have in our bloodstream, and that's just a bad thing. And relax. So that's why you want to keep those muscles around the chest really strong, so you can inhale deeply, so you can exhale to get rid of all that air, and you want to make sure that just happens automatically, and that's why we strengthen them up. All right, upper and lowers together, hands out front. We're going to squeeze the glutes, squeeze the lower abs, and roll the shoulders out all at the same time. One muscle, hips to rib cage. We're going to tighten that up, and as we do, it's going to bring the pelvis forward, and it's going to bring the chest cavity out, the rib cage. Great exercise to do anytime. You can do any piece of this. If you don't want anybody to see, you can just kind of put the hands on the chest, or you can still do it without the arms out. That just helps make sure that you maintain that posture. If you could do this every day, just a few times a day, you see such an improvement in the core. Bring it back down. We're going to hands on the shoulders again. Torso twist. So remember, we go slow on the beginning of this one because we are turning that spine, and we haven't yet. So you want to make it small. Those muscles are tight. They're cold. And they're not going to like going very far. Bring it back nice and slow. Take your time. Stop in the middle. Roll the shoulder blades back. Make sure that spine's in neutral. So when you're turning it, you're not pushing the vertebrae against each other. You got that gap between there where the cartilage is, or where the disc is. And down as you're turning, you're thinking of the chest. It is what's doing the rotation. Back shoulder is the one that leads. So anytime you do a rotation, that back shoulder is pulling the front one with it. Make sure the knees, hips, toes all stay forward. You want your alignment. As you do this, if the hips are rolling out at the same time, you're not getting the stretch you need, because then you're just turning the whole body with it. When you just work the upper half only, that's where you get the muscles involved on the side of the torso. Arms out front. Hands clasped, going in that rotation again. This should get you a little bit deeper into it as the muscles warm up. You've got more lever length out here, maybe a little more turn. Exhale as you do. Remember, get back to center, stop. And to the other side. One thing I see a lot is in rotations is just people going back and forth. Really, that has a couple problems. You're bouncing at the ends, putting strain on the muscles. The other thing that's happening is longer you go, the more you lose form. So you always want to catch yourself again in the center, putting yourself back in alignment. All right, hands behind the head. Elbows out, chin up, chest out. We're going to do that rotation one more time. Now you can feel it through the upper back as well as you do that rotation. So all the way up and down the spine, from the neck down to the hips. So you're tightening up, you're working those muscles, strengthening them up on the rotation side or on the contracted side, and then you're stretching out the other side at the same time. One thing to think about is when you come back, these muscles on the extended side right now are doing the work to bring you back to center. So keep it tight. You want the work both in and out. Just like up and down when we do weights. You're only out there for a few seconds. Get as much out of it as you can. Bring the hands down. All right, arms out front. Again, right here. We're going to bring the hand back. So take one hand, bring it back to the chest, elbows out to the side. So let's get you started here. Roll the shoulder blades back. Make sure you're in alignment. And then take that hand that's back and extend it out behind. Roll the head at the same time. And bring it back in. Big sweep in. Other side, same thing. Elbow out, hand on chest. And then roll the shoulder back. Bring the arm out at the same time. Chin follows chest around. Again, that exhale. Keeping the core muscles tight. You want to make sure that you've got those glutes nice and tight all the way through all these exercises, and that the rest of the body all stays in alignment. Heels up, going into we're going to lower body now. Down, 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 down. Get yourself out to the edge of the chair. Make sure you're in alignment. Shoulders, hips, knees, toes. All pointed right out front. Shoulder blades are back. Don't let the legs flare out or come in. We're going to come up on the heels. Make sure you're coming up on the ball of the foot, inside to outside, the whole thing. Not just part of it, the whole thing. Up and back. You want to get used to keeping that foot on the floor. Oops, I'm supposed to be pedaling. There we go. Up. Alternating one up, one down. Get used to that feeling of as the one's going down, the other's coming up. They're meeting in the center. That means you have to use your brain to figure that one out. Brain's got to work just a little bit harder for that. So we're hardwiring. We're making those synapses move faster. They're having to do more work. They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. They're smart. Up. Up. Shoulder blades stay back. Don't let yourself lean forward. We're going to start bringing that foot up off the floor, going into just a little bit of a march. If you need to, hold on to the bottom of the chair or the back and just start bringing that toe up off the floor just a little bit. Remember, we warm it up. We started with the heels up, getting the legs warmed up. Now we pull that foot off just a little bit, making sure the whole time we've got our posture, ears over shoulders, and then we can start bringing it up just a little bit higher. Whatever's right for you. It's an exhale as you bring the leg up. Get those ab muscles involved, those core muscles. Squeeze the glutes, lower abs, upper abs. Just like we did before. You just take your time with it as you come up. Get that tuck in there. You're doing all kinds of work right here from the hip flexors, upper part of the thighs, into the abs. But it's that exhale that makes this happen. Tightening up. You tightening up those core muscles make this happen. It's not going to happen on its own, you know? That's the work in exercising. But if we take the time here to get those muscles and strengthen them up, as they start to get stronger, they will just do what they're supposed to do. We don't have to think about it. This is the only time we really have to concentrate on getting them all engaged. So we do have that strength all the time. All right, opposite arm, opposite leg. Hands are at the side. Bring one arm up, one leg up. Roll the shoulder blades back. Exhale. This is really good for getting your shoulder blades back again, getting yourself back in neutral. I have this tendency when I put the foot down and start to lift it up again, to start to collapse in the front. If I'm not absolutely thinking about it, but the minute that arm gets up on top, if I'm bent forward at all, I know it. I know immediately that I was leaning forward and that I've got to concentrate on that a little more. Got to think about it. One more. Up, arm, up, leg, and back down. We're going to do a couple more with this progression. First thing we're going to do is just leg up, out, in, and down. Watch the back. Make sure as you're doing this, start out easy. Hold on to the chair if you need to. Make sure you've got your posture. And then once you're set here, once you're comfortable, if you can, let go of the chair, keeping the palms forward which holds those shoulder blades back, keeping you in neutral, easier. It just happens this way. It just happens. It's magical. It's magical. And back, up, out, in. It's a slow movement. It's many movements. It's multiple. Up. There's 1, bringing the knee up. 2, extending. 3, hold there. Bring it back in nice and slow. Remember, coming back is as important as going out. Stop and then back down. Heel comes up first, then ball of the foot. Extend. Back in, and as you drop the foot, it is toe, ball, heel, just like you were walking. One more time. Up, out, in, and down, exhaling all the way. And back, and set it down. Arms up over the top. We're going to leg up, extend, 1 arm down. The shoulder girdle is going to rotate. So your shoulder girdle is coming around, straight line from shoulder to shoulder, reaching in the direction of the toe. You don't touch it. Don't touch your toes. You should feel this on the outside. As you're doing that rotation, these muscles are working to pull you around to get that shoulder girdle to turn. Muscles in the hips are working to hold you straight so that you don't rotate the entire body. Everything stays in alignment. Always remember your alignment. Sits bones should not move. That is a really good indicator. It's a great way to be able to make sure that you're staying in alignment by making sure the hips or the sits bones don't move. And this is up to you. You may not be able to get the arms up there and do that. You can come out to the side, do the same thing, or you can just kind of up and reach as long as you turn that back shoulder around. So if you can't get the arms up overhead, you can just do this reach. Going to feel the same thing happening here. Out, back, in, and back. One leg at a time. One leg at a time. We're going to go out to the side and bring it back. Start small. Make sure that you're not twisting the body as that leg comes out. So take your time. If you want to get started, grab onto the back of the thigh and help it out. Help it. Don't use the hand to move it, or hold on to the chair, bottom of the chair, back of the chair to maintain your form, and then you can let go. What we're looking to do is get just a little bit higher with each one, where we make this arc up and in, up and out, tap the toe, bring it back, and bring it in. Hip flexors are involved the entire time, as well as the abductor muscles, the muscles on the outside of the hips that pull that leg out. Hip flexors lift, hold it up, and back down again. Remember, knee toe always stay in the same direction, so it's not the knee going out and coming back in, where it hangs way outside of the ankle, stays right above it. Tap the toe as much as you can. Control the movements, up and out. The more control you have, the more you get those fine motor muscles, and that's what gives you your reaction time. And back down. That's what helps the brain get to the extremities faster. And those are the first muscles to start wearing out, start breaking down as we get older. And we need them. We need them. That's why our movements get choppy, why we lose, part of the reason we lose our reaction time. Brain knows what it wants to tell you. It just can't get the signal there. And that's why if you control every movement, you're not working just the big muscles, but all of them. And back in one more time. Up and out. Bring it back in. Last one. Up, in. You're good. Grab a drink of water. And we go to the next part. So what I tried to do today is just bring it down a notch so we stay seated the whole time. The moves were pretty basic for the most part. Small movements as much as you can, whatever your body is able to do. That's what you do. That's why this is for everybody. This is wherever your body is, wherever you're at, whatever limitations you have. You can still do these exercises to some degree. So just find what's right for you. All right, so we're going to bring the shoulders forward. We're going to go into a little, cat of cat-cow. We're splitting them up. We're splitting them up. Shoulders back, going into a hip hinge first. Hands on the thighs. Take it down, nice and slow. Exhale as you come down. Make sure the back of the head to the tailbone is in alignment, which means shoulder blades back, and bring them down. Use these muscles along the side to pull the shoulder blades down. And feel the stretch through the back right here. Inhale, and then exhale through pursed lips. Push through the hands for the first few of these until those muscles in the back chain get warmed up to pull you up. Because we haven't really used these back muscles as much as we could have. So they're still a little cold, a little tight. So we want to get them involved just a little bit at a time. Remember, never start out the hardest you can go. You'll get there. You'll get there. You just need to wait for those muscles to warm up to be ready for that movement. All right, this time as you go forward, roll the shoulders toward, away from the chest, out, barrel, right here, cave, bowl, that kind of thing. But the chin stays up. That's the important piece. Don't let the head drop down. Don't let the chin come to the chest. It is the shoulders out. Stretch the upper back. Deep breath in. And exhale. Use the hands and roll up. But use the hands to help. Don't use the lower back for everything. Exhale as you come up. Squeeze the glutes as well. Get those involved. We want these big muscles involved all the way down the back chain. Not just the lower back doing all the work to pick you up. Those muscles aren't made to lift a torso and a head. Roll forward again. Shoulders down toward the floor. Feel the stretch through the upper back. As you go down, you'll feel it in the lower back as well. Deep breath in. Exhale. Squeeze the glutes. It's going to help so much. It just brings you right up when you do that. One more time. Down. Roll the shoulders. And if you can, let go with the hands. Squeeze the glutes so I dig my heels into the floor and roll my hips forward to help me pull the back up. Yeah, like that. Hands behind head. If you can't do this, if the hands behind the head is too much, you can always, right here, just bring them down to the shoulders, whatever works for you. You find that spot that works. And anytime we go to this where I say hands behind the head, that's where you go to where the position is for you. And not just in this class, but in any class. Don't try to do what somebody else is doing if you can't do it. All right, so we're going to bring shoulders back, chest out. Deep breath in. You really want to squeeze the shoulder blades together here and pull them down toward the hips. And then extend out through the front. Again, don't look up at the ceiling. Keep the head straight. Comes up a little bit, or the neck straight. Deep breath in. Exhale. And just come back to center. So all we've done is separated the cat-cow into two individual pieces, which I like because anytime we can break something down, it gives us a better chance. Deep breath in, stomach out, exhale, to make sure that we get each piece individually right when we do the whole thing together. Together. Ah, the Carpenters, they were great. One more time, bring it back. Stomach out and exhale. Coming forward. So coming up, we use the back chain of the core. Coming forward, we're using the front chain of the core to bring us back. Getting both halves. When we got the rotation earlier. All right, out to the edge of the chair. Butt out on the edge. Grab onto the seat. Just let that knee drop on the one side. Make sure you're staying upward. Try not to lean out to the side. If you do, you're taking that spine and bending it. And chances are you're going to be leaning forward at the same time just a little bit. Try to just think of spine doing one thing at a time. And right now, it's staying right straight up. Shoulder blades are back. And just letting that knee drop. You want to feel the stretch through the quadriceps. front of the thighs, and the hip flexors, front of the hips. Roll the shoulder blades back one more time if you went forward like I did, kind of. I did. Just let it hang down there. If you want, one thing you can do if you're not feeling a stretch in the front of the thigh, you can move that foot back just a little bit farther. Bring the heel back, straighten out the knee just a little bit. Do whatever you need to, but be careful of the hip flexors. You do not want too much stretch right in front of the hip. You want a little, and I mean a little. Any more than that is going to be a problem. If you start straining those muscles, and they are easy to strain, and they take a long time to heal. All right, other side, same thing. Get yourself upright, hold on to the chair if you need to. Just make sure that the torso is straight. You can hold on wherever you want because all we're worried about is stretching those muscles in the front of the thigh. On that back leg. So I just work it out a little time. I start here. I know that it's in too much, but that's okay because now I can start working back and find that spot where quads really get into it. Hip flexor just a little bit. Make sure the ball of the foot is flat on the floor all the way across. And relax. Relax. Don't do it. And back to center. Back to center. Hands down on the side. Shoulders are back. Again, keeping that spine in neutral. One thing at a time for it. And we're going to bend. Bring it down. Head stays up as you do this. And just let gravity work here. Take a deep breath. Stay right here. As you exhale, see if you come down just a little bit more. Bring that other hand up over the top. Put the ear on the inside of that upper arm, or make sure the spine stays straight if you can't get the arm up there. And drop one more time. Use that arm as just a little bit of a lever length to pull you down just an inch. Sits bones don't come up off the chair. Again, those are your best guide to making sure that you're staying in alignment, that you're staying not bending off to the side, putting the body in a bad spot. And down. Because once you start leaning out, now all kinds of muscles have to work to keep you from falling over. And it's not just the core. We're not working the core anymore. We're just trying to balance is all. All right, other side. Let it drop down. Head stays up. When I say head stays up, neck stays straight. So you don't let it drop down here. You're not looking right straight out in front of you. It's just goes with the shoulders. Just goes with the territory. Bring the shoulder blades back before you bring the arm up over the top. Breathe in, exhale. So right there, I could feel sits bone starting to come up. I'm not getting any more stretch out of the side if my whole body comes up. So I'm done. Right there, I'm done. Deep breath in, exhale. Remember the muscles on the extended side have to work to bring you back to center again. And look, there you are. Hands on the. Nope. Let's do a little deeper stretch since we've got the spine warmed up now. Hand on the outside of the thigh. Roll the shoulder blades back. Back hand. Somewhere in the back of the chair or even the side, doesn't matter, but what you want to concentrate on is chest cavity rotating. Shoulder girdle stays in a straight line. No tweaking in the lower back. If you feel it at all, stop. Roll the shoulder blades back one more time and go around. Still feel it, just stop. This may not be the time to do it. And back to center. Again, it's taking what you've got this minute, this day. It's always different. It is always different. With all the classes I do, every time I go into a class, my body's at a different place. Shoulders back, chest out. Don't push through the hand. Don't drive that shoulder back. Let the shoulder roll back. Let the chest rotate using these muscles on the contracted side to pull you around. Shoulder blades back one more time. Feel the stretch through the upper back as well. Through the chest. And exhale, coming back to center. Right there, drop yourself down on the thighs. Just start out with a hip hinge. And then from there, let yourself roll down. Feel the stretch through the back. Hands down on the side. If you can, grab underneath the thighs and pull you down. If you can't, just let the body weight bring you down. Deep breath in, feel the stretch all the way up the back. Take the hands, walk them up the thigh or the legs, push on the thighs with the palm of the hands. First thing you do is bring the head back, and then exhale as you come up to the top. One more time. Take it down. Nice and slow, roll down. Sit in there for a couple seconds. Let the stretch happen. Keep the chin up. Don't let the chin come down to the chest. And again, hands on the thighs. Use the help of the arms here. We're going to roll the shoulder blades back, put the spine in neutral, exhale, and bring yourselves up anytime you're in a lean forward position, whether you're kneeling, whether you're sitting, whatever. First, get the spine in neutral, then bring the back and head up. All right, we're going to bring the arms up on the sides. Fingers intertwined, push up. Reach through as far as you can. What you're looking for here is to roll the shoulders up. Wherever your hands are, doesn't matter. Want to feel the stretch wherever you are with this. If you can get the hands to turn like that, you're going to feel all kinds of stretch going on in the arms and the wrists and the fingers. If you can't, you go as far as you can, wherever that is for you. And deep breath in, stomach out, exhale, bringing the arms down. And a nice, gentle way to start out the Wednesday. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. I will see you again next class. Thank you so much.